Everything is nice with shrimp fried rice.
It's the best fried rice I've ever had.
I love shrimp fried rice. Come with me and we'll make it together.
Flavor Frontier. It's all food and games.
You know, it's my go-to dish at any Chinese restaurant, and sometimes it's a letdown. Sometimes they fill it with green peas, little pockets of green dirt. If you want to put green peas in your fried rice, go for it, you psycho. All right, let's start with the garlic. Let me show you the easiest way to peel garlic. We start with a whole bulb. We smash it down with your hand to release the cloves. Now with these cloves, you take the flat side of a knife and you smash it. Then the skin is removed from the garlic. So repeat this with all the rest of the cloves and discard the skins. Then we're just gonna give these a nice chop. Or if I'm cutting a lot of garlic, I like to put it in a food processor. All right, on to the ginger. I got a hack for you. Now don't go hacking away with your knife because you'll end up losing a bunch of the good stuff. Here's a little trick. Grab a spoon and scrape off the peel. It's so easy to do. And then when your ginger is naked, you give it a name like Susan or Ralph. Either way. Then we'll cut these into strips, then dice these strips into cubes. Green onions! The trick to cutting green onions is, I don't know, just cut them. I just get rid of the furry parts at this end and these strangly parts on the other end. Some people only use the whites, some only use the greens, but I pretty much like it all. Just chop away. I do like to save some of the green parts for the garnish at the end. For the pork, we're using pork tenderloin. Like the name suggests, it's tender because it's on the backbone of a pig and it doesn't do a lot of work. Like Lane.
Huh? It literally just took you 5 takes to cut scallions.
Now go ahead and remove any of the silver skin if there is any, and also remove any of the hard fat, or basically anything you don't want to eat. We want everything to be bite-sized in our final dish, so we're keeping the pieces around the size of a dice, maybe a little bigger. We're creating layers of flavors for the fried rice, so of course to season the pork, I use Freelance Spice Rub, the best spice rub known to man. Buy one at regular price, you get the second at regular price. Today and today only. Go right now. Or just use salt and pepper if you hate big, bold flavors. Just go ahead and season the pork as much or as little as you like to taste, but don't go crazy because we're adding more salt later. Time for scrimps! We all hate peeling shrimp. Well, let me show you the best way to peel and devein them. The trick is scissors. Insert the scissors through the shrimp butt and cut up the vein. I like to cut about a quarter way up through the shrimp as well. This will make them butterfly open when they cook. They'll look bigger too. And now, remove the poop. Remove the poop and peel. Easy as that. Now that our beautiful shrimp is peeled and deveined, time to season the same way we did the pork with Freelance. Now let's start cooking. Heat 1 to 2 tablespoons of vegetable or canola oil in a large skillet or wok over medium heat. Now add your chopped garlic, ginger, and green onions. Also add your crushed red pepper. We'll cook this for 1 to 2 minutes or until really fragrant and slightly softened. Just be careful not to burn the garlic. Now transfer all this to a bowl and set it aside for later. Let's go ahead and wipe any garlic hanging around the pan. You don't want burnt garlic chunks in your fried rice. Now turn up the heat a little to medium-high. Add another tablespoon of oil to the pan, and once it's hot, add your seasoned pork. Don't overcrowd your pan, or you'll end up steaming the pork instead of searing it. Now we don't have to cook the pork all the way through because we'll be adding it back to the heat in a bit. Once we've cooked most of the pink out of the pork, transfer it to another bowl. Let's cook some scrimps! So if you need to, go ahead and add another tablespoon or so of oil to the pan. Now once that heats up, cook your shrimp. Again, no overcrowding. If your pan is small, cook them in batches. Batches?
I don't have to show you any stinking batches.
Cook these bad boys for 2 to 3 minutes until they turn pink and opaque. Now remove the shrimp from the skillet. Time for eggs. I love egg in my fried rice. I think I forgot the eggs. Lane, do we have eggs? I need 3.
I got 5.
Well, that won't work. I need 3. I like a lot of egg in my fried rice, so adjust it to however you like. Now, lightly beat 3 eggs in a bowl. Add a little more oil if needed, and add the eggs to the pan. Season with a little salt, and cook just until they aren't runny. You don't want to overcook the eggs, or they'll get rubbery. And remember, we're putting this back on the heat later.
It's finally time for the star of the show, rice! Now don't use freshly cooked rice or it's gonna get mushy. And no one likes that except Grandma, because she has no teeth.
I like using these little par-cooked microwavable rice bowls. I think it has a great texture and it's easy to find. Most grocery stores have them in their Asian food section.
Or use day-old rice that's been staring at you every time you open the fridge. Use me! I'm rice! I'm delicious!
Go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of oil to the pan and carefully crumble the rice to break up any clumps and add it to the skillet. Stir fry this for about 5 minutes or until it's well combined and heated through.
Remember all those goodies we made earlier? It's their time to shine.
Add in all the egg, garlic, ginger, and green onions. It almost looks like fried rice.
But Lance, this doesn't look like fried rice. Why is it so white? Why am I so white? I don't know, I don't get enough sun. Well, don't worry. We're gonna turn this into the fried rice you know and love.
Now, let's go ahead and drizzle everything with dark soy sauce, light soy sauce, and sesame oil. Sure, you could just use regular soy sauce, but we're building flavors. Trust me, you won't regret it.
Use whatever soy sauce you want, just please don't buy really cheap soy sauce. It's gonna taste like trash, and no one wants trash fried rice. I don't, you don't, Grandma doesn't. I'll tell you what, I'll leave some links below to get some good soy sauce.
Now it's time to turn this regular fried rice into pork and shrimp fried rice. Go ahead, add the pork and shrimp and combine. At this point, you don't want to mix too much or it will become gummy. Finally, drizzle everything with oyster sauce and give it one last mix. And it's time to serve. Scoop the fried rice onto a plate and garnish with chili crisps and green onions. Now give it one final drizzle of oyster sauce and enjoy.
There's only one thing left to do is taste it. I could taste it myself, but Lane has been working so hard, so we'll let him come taste it. Oh, like magic.
Yeah.
All right, pork and shrimp fried rice.
I'm gonna avoid this shrimp. Yeah, you know me. I'm a shrimp guy.
This is delicious, dude.
Oh,
Like, no joke, this is really good.
pretty good, right?
It's really good.
You should eat shrimp.
Okay, I'll eat a shrimp. Just for you. I like a whole one, just put a whole shrimp in my mouth.
Oh, spice water shrimp. Really good though.
Okay.
So I would say this is a success. Success?
This is the best fried rice I've ever had. Like, no joke.
Cheers.
Thank you for making it, and you're welcome that I worked so hard to help you to make this video.
Someone's gotta do it. See you next time.
Flavor Frontier. Doll Food and Games.